Aloha and welcome to another installment of HNN Overtime, the Hawaii News Now Sports Podcast. It's a full crew again.
We're here.
Up?
What's going on, guys?
What's up? Yes, that's right. You got Cienna Pilotin, Davis Pittner. I'm back from the Valley Isle, so we got the full squad rocking and a rolling.
Yeah. It's a good week. How was your trip, first of all, Kyle?
Yeah.
You did
good.
some fun things over there.
I turned some really cool stories from Maui, talking sports, Lahaina Luna. Caught some of your alma mater, Maui High, against Kamehameha Maui, some football action.
Wasn't great, but yeah,
I mean,
it's fine.
I texted you during the game that I will say, saucy uniforms.
I know. I agree.
I love the colors.
If
not
uniforms
bad.
could win us some games, but yes, I will say I do like that saber blue.
That saber blue with the white and the big M logo.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Clean.
Yes.
Not bad.
Clean. So got to see Lahaina Luna's first football game since the August 8th fire, and just super emotional, super cool. Got to hang out with Chelsea Davis.
Oh
The
yeah,
best.
She was a little
MVP.
a little conflicted
MVP.
being a Baldwin grad at a Lahaina Luna Baldwin game,
True.
but she was all decked out, and we all were. It was super fun, really good trip, and I will say, really good episode by you guys holding down the fort back here in Hawaii.
Davis and I
It was.
I think the main reason was the sphere, right?
It was the
Davis.
spherical
I think it was the
object.
sphere, the spherical.
Spherical object.
I hope all of you watching enjoyed that.
Which now the spherical object is spooky season.
is.
I
Oh my
love
gosh.
it. I'm
Yes.
surprised Davis didn't
I
request we
love
put
it.
it into this.
I
I
know.
was so. Hey, you never know. Next week.
Right.
Oh no, I'm not here next week.
Oh,
That's right.
Oh.
We can get into that
We'll
later.
get
We can
into
get
it a
into
little
that a
bit
little
as to
later.
why
Yeah,
it
some
is.
big changes
the
coming
big
up.
week
Exciting change.
for
Yes.
the Davis house.
Thank you.
But yes, it was a fun
Okay.
trip. Hey, I don't know what to say. I mean, it's a big week coming up, but also too, we're here to talk everything and anything sports. We got a loaded show.
Yeah.
I think let's start things off with maybe something it's not actually a game. It's UH's bye week.
Yes. Very
Kinda
important.
Coming at a really critical time in the season.
I would say so. Yeah, I mean that was a rough one against
Yeah.
UNLV. I mean, we spoke about it before.
did,
And we kind of, Sienna, go
No,
for
I
it.
was just gonna say Davis and I did join Philly
Yeah.
V
Yeah.
to talk about it on Sunrise. We kind of recapped it. It was, I mean, like Davis said when we were on there, our defense kind of let us down.
Yeah, and just looking at the gameplay too. I mean, we saw it. It was just so many missed tackles. Like UH was there, the defenders were there. No one could wrap up though. I mean that's really the thing that killed them. I mean, you look at the stats. I have them down. Big stats
The
guy.
stats
Here we go.
guy.
Big stats guy. What killed us was UNLV had 449 total yards. Hawaii had 359. What killed us was the running game, though, because that is how they got the majority of their yards. This is crazy. UNLV rushing 307 yards, Hawaii 46.
That's
That's
insane.
insane. But
So
it's just a testament to Barry Odom and that revamped UNLV
is.
team. They are a run first, nose down type of team, downhill. Meanwhile, like you said, the missed tackles. This team has struggled
notorious for that.
to tackle throughout the entire year. Even games that we won, there were a lot of big chunk plays that were given up because of missed tackles. People in the right spots, but trying to arm tackle these guys and
Well, I mean, kind of, the defense let us down, obviously, but that offensive line,
Yeah.
I mean, Shager was just getting eaten alive. And
Yeah.
I'm just glad that he made it out injury-free because there were times where he was getting some hits, man. And I mean, he got up in next play, but it was rough to watch. I think he got sacked 6 times, which equated for
that was
49
rough.
yards, almost 50 yards. That adds up, and that's why our offense couldn't get started. That's why we couldn't run the ball. There was no blocks.
No life.
The ball would be snapped, and it's over. The play's done.
Yeah.
He's under pressure every time. So I really hope that's something we figure out. I don't know. It's kind of hard in the middle of the season to revamp an offensive line.
Yeah.
Y'all would know,
Yeah.
right? You guys would know.
That stat that you just brought up, I think me and Davis as former offensive lineman, you think 6 sacks, that's something you need.
That's
something,
rough.
That's something you
Yeah.
try and only have for an entire season.
Right, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Like those happen. It's football. Things happen. You can't be perfect. But 6 sacks in one game. I will give another stat to that point. This UH offensive line has seen 3 different iterations in the last 3 games.
Oh, wow.
So they're rotating and mixing and matching. So obviously you can tell that the continuity. Davis, again, to that point, offensive line is big on continuity. You got to have those guys all in sync.
Yeah.
For protection, for run blocking. So at practice, to Shager's credit, he did not put it all on the offensive line. He said, I got to get the ball out quicker. I got to do this, that, and the other. And talk to Aliki Tanuvasa, senior offensive lineman in the center, guy in the middle. He took it personal. The Michael Jordan meme. He took that personal. So
yeah,
they're just kind of using this week to get healthy, not having to worry
recover.
about a game, and also kind of take that step back to look again at these steps, the fundamentals, these things to kind of just almost start the season over again. Because
that's kind of what it is.
Yeah.
This is a good week to start fresh, start new. Kind of the game plan that we came out with earlier in the season.
Yeah.
See if that's working or not, and kind of make some changes.
That's
which
true.
I think is much.
I do want to give a
needed.
big kind of shout out to Shager though, because he's actually been having a heck of a season, and even though they lost that game, his stats have been crazy.
Statistically, he's been having a really good year.
Yeah, this last game, 313 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. And when I last looked, he is now ranked 4th in the nation for passing yards. So
Watch him sling it.
It's crazy to see this team that doesn't look good during these games, but then you have Shager, who is doing good. And it kind of, it's kind of a conflicting thing where the quarterback of the team is doing well, but it's kind of everyone else that, we need to step up.
Which I think I wanted to say that that's a good problem to have. You always I feel like I would rather have my quarterback playing well. We know he's the guy, he's comfortable, and have everyone else kind of shift towards that. Because, when you don't have a quarterback that's not playing well, then everything gets thrown off. But
totally.
I want them to do well for him because he's statistically doing great.
Yeah. It seems like they always have pieces, right? Some nights they have a really good defensive game and the offense takes a little bit. And then Shager, obviously, statistically, he's putting up some numbers. But then offensive line, one thing or another, they haven't been able to put together a complete game as a team.
Yeah.
So I think that's their mindset now because, if you look at the schedule and if you look at the number of games left, theoretically, stay with me here, guys.
Oh, no.
I'm excited to see where this is going.
Conspiracy theorist right here.
Let me put on my tinfoil hat for a second.
All right, here we go.
Theoretically, they are still in the bowl game picture. There are 7 games left in the season. They sit at 2-4.
The earth is flat.
Yeah.
Call me.
That hat is definitely
Kyrie,
on.
Call him Kyrie Irving.
Call me Kyrie Irving the way the earth is flat. And, 7 games left on the schedule. They need to win at least 5 of those games, which if they put together these complete games, I think is very possible. It's not like they're not out of, before, UNLV, they were kind of out of it, Oregon, certain games like that.
Sure,
but there are games that they are in it. Up until the third quarter, they were in Vanderbilt, right?
Mm-hmm.
They were in some of these losses till the very end. So I think if they can kind of just hone in on this, they can very well make a push for a bowl game, most likely the Hawaii Bowl. But hey, who doesn't?
Hey, if they make the Hawaii
It's
Bowl,
true.
oh my gosh, that would turn the whole season. Like that would change everything.
That would.
Exactly.
Yeah, that really would.
Exactly.
And that would, help Timmy Chang's, sell with.
Yeah.
You just can't. If he makes a bowl game, that'll change everyone's minds going into
Everyone's
next
perspective
season.
about him. Yeah,
The
exactly.
chances of that are very slim, but
Week by
I
week
do
it'll get slimmer.
appreciate the efforts by you.
Yeah, the optimism.
I think they are going to have to recoup this week, and I think it really comes down to the big guys too. I don't have a doubt about Shager or even McBride or Pufele too. These guys are having outstanding games. It's up to the big guys. Both on offense and defense too, to stop that run game, to get it going. So We'll see, guys.
We'll see.
shall see.
Up next, San Diego State at home. So we'll see.
Yeah,
Another run first team. So another challenge for that defense.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see how it goes. All right, guys. Well, I am excited for this next bit because I know this is about a player that we're all fans of.
Totally.
Yeah. Right, guys? Yeah, fans? Tom Brady, everyone. We're talking about number
I'm
12
not a fan.
himself. We're all big fans
I want
here.
everyone to know I'm not a fan.
Cienna Pilotin is a huge
I'm
fan.
not a fan of this.
Huge
On the
fan.
record.
Well, I mean, if you guys are fans, you might like this then.
All
Check
12 of
this
you.
out.
Oh.
Check this out. This is Tom Brady's final game career jersey
Oh,
right
man.
here. This is it, guys. This is the last one. And
Does it come
it's
with
up
an
for
iron 'cause
it's
it's
up for
wrinkled?
auction.
It's a bit wrinkly.
That just makes
That's
it more
what was
authentic
extra
right there.
large.
Is
Also,
that extra
it looks
large?
like they washed it. It doesn't seem game worn. It looks brand new.
Maybe
out the
they-
box.
It does look brand new. And
Maybe
why is
Tom
the
just
front
didn't get
longer
touched.
than
Didn't get
the
touched.
back?
Well, that's right. That's right, guys. Let me say a little bit.
Okay.
This is up for auction right now for all the Tom Brady fans. Whether it was from the Buccaneers or even for the Patriots. Who knows if you're just a big Tom fan. Well, guys, the auction is taking place November 17th, but this is, as you can probably tell, this is not going to be cheap at all
No.
because it's Tom Brady. So who wants to guess how much this could sell up for?
Ooh.
They have a number right now. They have a number. $7. Ouch.
And I'm still not paying.
Oh. What are we all thinking?
I mean, okay, Tom Brady,
Yeah.
last jersey ever. I mean, he still could come back. Hate to put it out
true.
there, but
I mean, if the Raiders need a quarterback at week 15,
it's not a bad option living
Yeah.
in Vegas,
Yeah.
man. Just saying.
That is true.
Actually, for the sake of my Chiefs, please don't ever do that.
That's true.
Please don't ever
That's
join the
true.
Raiders.
That's true.
It's a valid point. Well, you know what?
Okay, wait.
I'm just
Let
gonna.
me guess.
Oh,
Let me
wait,
guess. Let me
wait,
guess.
wait,
Sorry.
Okay.
Okay, so should we go like 10,000?
I was thinking,
You
yeah.
say 10,000?
10,000, 15,000.
Well, he said whoa, so it's probably less.
Is it less or more?
It's less.
No, it's
It's more?
significantly more.
Oh.
You guys
He's
ready for
talking
this? You guys ready? That's right, everyone. It is $2.5 million.
What?
Is
No.
what they're predicting for it to go
Two-
up to. Yes, $2.5 million. The auction is taking place on November 17th. So if you have some spare cash in
I
your
don't.
Spare
savings
cash?
account,
That
if you have
It
some
better
spare
come with a
cash
house
in your
because-
savings account,
and a yacht.
that's right.
Does it come with part-time ownership of the Raiders too?
Yeah,
like,
I
what are
mean-
we doing?
This if you're a big Tom Brady fan, we're
Listen.
talking about the greatest of all time. Some would say the GOAT.
$10,000.
$10,000.
Yeah, maybe that's the starting price for it, $10,000.
I know,
Starting-
like, who's buying
Yeah.
this? Maybe Giselle's buying it, and then she's gonna
burn
burn
it.
it.
Yes.
That is my girl right there. I knew I liked her.
Team Giselle all the way.
Always.
That's insane, honestly. A little bit insane.
It's a little insane. I mean, it gets that way with these NFL type
Yeah, I guess
auctions
so.
and other things.
I mean, we won't do the research. This is just me spitting facts. But,
Okay.
I wonder who, is this the highest ever?
Yeah.
Who else would go
I-
for higher? What jersey,
Like-
what player out there would people go for
don't
more?
even-
People aren't spending that much on Peyton
No.
Manning
Yeah.
or Joe Montana.
I was just gonna say Joe.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean,
that's kind of legendary
Yeah.
of TV.
I think,
Yeah,
maybe
For the NFL, this might be the most. For
Yeah.
NBA, something Michael Jordan.
Jordan.
I think
yeah.
that
I think it'd go for more than.
I think it would go for more than 2.5, maybe for a
Yeah.
Michael Jordan
I think maybe
Maybe.
because
autograph something.
back in the day, at this point, Jordan last game was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those have become
Collector items. at
way
this
more
point,
rare. This
yeah.
is a year old.
Yeah.
Right, and
You know
that's
what
the
I'm
thing.
saying?
This could go for way more down the road.
Right.
Why don't they wait to sell it 10 years from now?
Yeah.
15 years from now when it's oh my gosh, you have a Tom Brady jersey. Maybe whoever's buying it will do that, but
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll come back to you in
We'll
10 years on overtime to
Yeah.
see if this goes
Sure.
back on the auction
Well-
block.
yeah, sure, we'll
Well,
be there.
I wanted to mention one other thing too. That was part of this. There is another sports item, a part of this auction that they listed.
The hanger?
And the hanger. I wonder if the hanger's included.
The hanger's not included.
Look at that hanger right there.
Yo, that's a good one too.
That's a good hanger right there.
That's a good one. Yeah.
That is solid. That is a solid hanger. All right. Back to this.
Okay.
So that's not the only item up for auction. There's other items, and one of them. Let me read this. I have it here, guys. Let me read this. Also included is the vehicle that Formula One driver Lewis Hamilton drove during his inaugural year for Mercedes-Benz is also up for auction, and that is estimated to sell for more than $10 million.
Jeez.
Okay, vehicles?
Yeah, it's a whole car.
It's a whole
right.
Yeah, it's a whole car.
Because you have some billionaire that will keep that in their like 10th mansion in the middle of the house.
Like that's just
like
gonna be
a Brady jersey with no hanger. Like you're
it's not even signed.
It's not.
It's not even signed. Yeah, it was just worn.
For all we know, that's from fanatics.com, and we're getting finessed.com.
We know, someone sewed that themselves.
Yeah, they put the captain's patch on themselves. It's like check the word mark. Is it spelled Buccaneers or Buccaneers?
Yeah,
like,
you know
that's
some
true.
middle schools making home ec. They make them recreate that jersey.
Oh yeah,
that's a valid point.
Someone made that for their Halloween costume this year, and
someone's
they're
mom spent a whole month on it.
That's true.
Finessing us. But also, yes, that's an insane amount of money. And, we mentioned Jordan. I think we got to talk about the NBA a little bit.
Got to talk. That was a good transition right there. That was a good transition.
It's not as good as David.
It's not as good as the spherical thing.
Object, no.
Yeah, not as a spherical object. For everyone watching, I'm still very proud of that. Thank you. NBA, what? Cienna, you brought this up.
It's a crazy time to
it's
be alive.
It's a crazy
right
time.
now.
Lots of crazy trades happening, but there's something something crazy.
Yeah. So I think
Media
what
days.
kind of took the internet by storm the other day was Media Day.
Yeah.
And not just any old Media Day, but Jimmy Buckets debuted a new look today.
This guy.
Weird.
And
I
we'll
don't know
have it
how
on
to
the
feel.
screen.
Yeah.
I mean, the memes are just so good, dude.
It's hilarious.
There are a lot of memes out there.
It's so funny. First of all, I don't really know the reason why. Like, no one explained the reason. He just showed up, did his media interviews, took pictures, like Tyler Hero and Bam, they're just clowning him. And he just left. Like, no explanation.
He has got to be one of the funniest guys in the league.
Yes.
Seriously.
Besides being a
love
baller.
him. Yes.
It's like you can't even make fun of him because he's going to go out there. He's like a
Right.
star. He's going to score points.
I love
So
it.
it's-
I just am confused why, but the memes are hilarious.
No idea.
So funny. He went full out too. He had the nose piercing.
Yes.
He
In that
painted his
media day, you
nails.
see everyone
Yes.
laughing, like even his teammates. Like
It is quite hilarious. And it's just so funny to think that, like, we're going to have to see that for 82 games.
Yep.
Like,
Every
that will
graphic.
be on our screen for 82
Oh my God.
games.
And
It's gonna be insane.
And he just went home and took everything off.
Oh, yeah.
Ready for the season.
He's just playoff Jimmy.
And he did a similar thing last year with the dreadlocks. So then every graphic had the dreads.
Yes.
So I just can't wait for the first Miami Heat. Sorry, thinking about Jordan. The first Miami Heat game where they have a graphic of his stat line and you just see,
That picture.
that
guy.
picture.
Yeah.
And
Legendary.
it's just so funny because like all the NBA teams, they have like a picture with their big three, right? And it's
That's their big three.
it's Bam, Tyler Hero.
You just can't even take it seriously
No,
at
it's
first.
so funny.
Yeah, you
It's
can.
hilarious. He is just a clown.
And I do like those three together. They, like, especially, I think they all got close during the COVID bubble.
Yeah, the bubble.
When they had the COVID bubble, they got really close. That was Tyler's rookie year. And, I mean, they just had great chemistry on the court, obviously.
Right.
But then, like, the Heat would post all these funny videos of them, and they took the league by storm. They were just hilarious.
They did.
And to see them still together 3 years later, it's pretty cool.
It is cool. It
Yeah.
it shows investment in the team
It
to
does.
keep your stars
and,
together.
I mean, this offseason, people were kind of talking about, like, whether Tyler will stay. That was kind of the chirping. But I'm glad they're keeping them together, at least for another year.
Right. And speaking of big threes, there is a big three slash the rest of the team in the islands right now.
Yeah, that's many of them.
I mean, the Los Angeles Clippers are in town practicing at UH. ahead of their preseason game at the Stand against the Utah Jazz this Sunday.
You got to see them up close, Kyle.
Yeah. They're large.
They're large
individuals.
I would assume so.
Russell Westbrook, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George.
Is just amazing to me. I mean, Russell
cool.
Westbrook, and then Kawhi Leonard, who doesn't talk.
No.
And then PG-13, Young Trace, who's just kind of there. Like, he's just there.
He was,
like, oh, man. And Tyronn Lue is such a clown. Like, it's just so funny.
What a collection of people. Yes. I showed up to the Stand for a shoot-around, and I'm just like, this is cool.
Weird.
It's weird.
Yeah.
I mean,
seriously, how many people were there? Like how much?
Like
much
media?
Yeah.
A lot.
Okay. I mean, figures. Yeah.
All of the local stations, every radio station, Hawaii Sports Radio, ESPN Honolulu, the Clippers guys, some guy from The Athletic.
Mood. I just am glad nobody pissed off Russ because he will go at the media.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
If one of you
he's an
asked
intimidating
him a dumb
guy.
question,
oh, yeah.
he would have eaten you guys alive. So.
But, like, as a young sports reporter, I might have taken that as a badge of honor. Just be
I would never want to be eaten alive by Russell Westbrook. That is a man I want to keep on my good side.
Yeah.
Not like we know each other,
That's
but
true.
I would like him to like me.
Yeah, that is true. That is very true. But yeah, they've been practicing at UH. They've been doing a lot of stuff in the community this week. Obviously giving back to this place as they are visiting, and they've told media all about that. So it's pretty cool to have the NBA back in Hawaii.
Yeah,
I think,
and I know the Jazz, they're staying out in Laie,
yeah,
right?
BYU Hawaii practicing over there. They had an open practice the other day.
It's pretty cool.
I think they just had a luau over at PCC.
I saw that, yeah.
So
cool.
taking in the island, taking in the experience, and then Sunday 3 p.m., which obviously for the East Coast that's the time they got to go with.
Man.
But 3 p.m. at the Stand, Jazz, Clippers. I highly doubt we will see any of the big three on the court because it is the first preseason.
They're here to
games.
relax. They're going to the beach.
I mean, Kawhi doesn't even play regular season games.
I mean,
why would he play in the preseason?
Exactly.
It's true. All right, guys. Well, I am not going to be here for the next 2 weeks. It is going to be just you two.
Davis.
Farewell. It's going to be a nice little break, I would say.
A break.
Break?
Well, not a break. Kind of like a joining together, I guess maybe you would call that. Yeah, that's right, everyone. I am getting married next week. Thank you guys so much. It is very exciting. I'm getting married to my beautiful fiance, Melanie Yamaguchi. Shout out.
Mel.
She works here at the station. That's how we met. And it's been 5 years going strong. We kind of hid it from everyone at first. I think over time we got a little bit more obvious because I would buy her.
I mean,
I would get her Starbucks every
obvious.
single day.
It was obvious but adorable because
you guys are such a great couple, and I'm not just saying that. I love both of you individually, and together you guys are great. So we're so happy for you guys.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys.
I'm
Well,
so
HNN
it's
wedding.
very HNN wedding.
But yes, you deserve the time off.
Yeah,
Get
it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun. But I'll be back in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
We're gonna have the wedding, go to the Big Island, go to Kona.
Ooh.
Yeah, a little staycation. We're gonna do something.
honeymoon.
We're gonna do a bigger honeymoon maybe next year. But
Yeah.
this is like just a nice little,
Fun
Oh
break.
yeah.
just a fun little break.
Well,
but
I mean,
So
how
it's
is
very
wedding?
exciting.
How's wedding planning? Are you
Yeah.
guys stressed?
What a
Are you
long
okay?
process.
It's
I
crazy,
mean,
huh?
it's kind of a
It's
crazy
crazy.
process. It's been a journey. Getting all the vendors, it's just kind of cracking down on that and, organizing lots of my family's from California.
Yeah.
So getting people over here,
Right.
getting flights and all that. So it's been crazy. I mean, shout out to everyone watching that is currently married. Now I know
Yeah.
the process of how
Crazy.
You're
how
like,
you do this
justice
all.
for married people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
justice for married people. No, it's been crazy. It's been an amazing process. Mel, if you're watching this, I'm talking all about you.
Mel,
So,
go
if you're
look at the
watching
recording.
this, we love you.
Look at the
We love
recording
you.
right now. If
We
you're
love you,
watching
Mel.
this right now,
We love you both, and we wish you guys nothing but the best.
thank you guys. It's very nice of you too. Yeah.
Can't wait to see you in a suit and tie, actually.
I cannot wait for the pictures. I need to see Mel's
it's gonna
dress. Like,
be,
I'm so
Yes.
excited.
It's gonna be a fun wedding. You know, we're having lots of little things going on in it.
Yeah.
So
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
speaking of little things, I came up with a fun little bit.
no!
for us. Well, I
What
mean,
are we doing? What?
We always end the episodes with like a fun little question. So I thought, let's make it wedding themed.
Okay. All right.
But
What do we
also,
got?
We're a sports podcast, so we
Yes.
can't forget
It's a
about
valid
that.
point.
Can't.
Yeah.
So I have a question for the three of us, and then that'll wrap up the episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
what do you
we'll start
got?
with Davis. If we all okay, so this is for the three of us.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
but for the
yeah.
group first.
Okay.
If you could invite one athlete
Okay,
to
all
your
right.
wedding, who would it be?
Ooh.
I know.
Any sport? Any sport?
Any sport.
sport.
Okay,
Anyone
all
of
right.
your choice. It's your wedding now.
This is a big choice, guys.
It is.
You know, two guys come to mind
Oh.
that I'm kind of half and half with.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say both, and then I'll
Oh.
probably. Oh, I'm gonna lean more toward the one in the end. But let me just say both.
Okay.
So first of all, I'm pretty sure I've made it clear over the years that I'm a Warriors fan.
Okay.
So you know,
Ooh, yes.
Steph-
Based on the jersey
Steph
on your
Curry.
desk,
Yeah.
you know.
Okay.
I
There,
know,
it is.
I-
There it is.
knew
on my
it.
desk
I
is
knew
the
it.
Steph Curry jersey. Pretty obvious. I would go with him.
Yeah.
You know, I need the splash bro at the wedding.
Legendary.
I mean, you can't go wrong. Maybe we'll play some hoops after or something, or
Oh.
you know,
Shoot
yeah,
around
just a
and-
little
At the
shoot around with
wedding?
Steph
Ooh.
Curry.
In the suit and tie,
You
you're
know,
lying.
hey, Steph Curry. Yeah, you know, he goes golfing all the time. I go golfing with Steph Curry too.
be a
He's
good
pretty
You're
one.
gonna
good.
wear you're gonna wear your basketball shoes underneath the suit.
I
You got
am.
a wedding at 5,
Oh.
but a shoot around at
Wait,
6.
Little
With
does
Steph
Mel
Curry?
know,
Yeah.
I have my jersey on under like the tux.
Oh!
I'm kidding. She would never let that happen.
Yeah, I don't blame her. I don't blame her. at
So
all.
Steph Curry, and then the other one is actually Peyton Manning.
Oh, the sheriff.
I was a
okay.
big
So
Peyton-
very different.
very different. Two different
different.
sports. Peyton Manning, he's just a funny guy. You know, I was a big Peyton Manning fan when he was with the
Yeah.
Colts, and you know, just seeing him, and you can't get enough in all those commercials.
Yeah.
You know, with him
Yeah.
and.
He could
I don't
MC
know.
your wedding.
I
He
feel
can, I
like
would
he would
honestly
be a good
like him.
MC.
He would be a good MC.
I
yeah.
think Steph is more of the fun guy, like
Yeah.
he's on the dance floor interacting with your family.
Exactly. Yeah.
But
But
do
Both
they
very
get?
good.
Does Peyton get a +1 to bring Eli?
ooh, he does get a +1. I would give him.
Ooh.
I would
Eli?
give him. Yeah.
I mean,
I would-
what about
I mean,
the
he-
third?
What about Coop? Cooper,
Everyone
And then
seems
Arch?
to forget, but you know,
Archie?
Archie?
Archie.
It's a family
Just
affair.
bring the entire
I'll just
Manning
bring the
Passing
whole.
Academy.
I'm just gonna give him a whole table.
you
They'll
go.
just give him Manning table.
The
That would be
Manning
really
table.
cool.
Anyways, in the end though, go Steph Curry.
I
But
knew it.
Peyton
Yeah,
Manning,
yeah.
he's there too.
He's a good runner-up.
It's a good,
for you.
yeah, good.
What
second
about you
place.
All
guys?
right,
What are we
Davis.
going?
All right.
Kyle,
All
Cienna?
right, Kyle.
Who?
Kyle Chinen, go.
Kyle.
All
Your
right.
turn.
So this one, we're gonna stay in the realm of football.
Okay.
And again, I have been kind of going back and forth on two options. Both play for the Eagles.
Interesting.
Wait,
but-
that's a shocker.
Does one start
So-
with a K?
Here's the thing. I am all for having a big party. Like, it's a big celebration, not just for me and my future wife, whoever she is.
Whoever you are.
Wherever you
Whoever you
are
are.
out there. If you're listening, I'm right here.
I hope you zoom in on yourself in this
I'm
clip.
right here. But
He's right here, ladies. All right.
yeah, so I just like, especially for the reception, just to have a good time,
Okay.
have a great party. Option one is Jason Kelsey. Of
course.
I would invite Jason
He's a good
Kelsey,
one.
+1, bring in Kylie.
He's shotgunning beers.
Yes. You know, he'll be in
He'd
a
be
suit
so
for the ceremony,
awesome.
but then by the time the reception comes along, he's back in the shorts and the flip-flops. Like, I need a Jason Kelsey at the party.
That would be fun.
Other option, also on the Eagles' offensive line, is left tackle Jordan Mailata.
Ooh.
So if you guys don't know much about Jordan Mailata, he is first of all, he's gigantic, like 6'8" left tackle from Australia. He's just a funny guy. I watch all the social videos. He's hilarious. but also he's a really, really good singer. He was on The Masked Singer.
That's right.
He was part of that Christmas album that him, Jason Kelsey, and Lane Johnson put out. He's a great singer. So not only is he kind of the life of the party, but can you imagine First Dance, Jordan Mailata
You want her to
singing
That
some
is
love
pretty
songs,
cool.
some
Yeah,
love
that's
ballads?
pretty cool.
Dude, I'm gonna be on. I'm just imagining that wedding picture, and you guys all here, and then he's like,
yeah.
he's like way up
Huge.
there. Yeah.
The photo,
Get
at the
that
photo
wide
booth,
shot.
His head's gonna get cut
Yeah.
off. Like,
Yeah.
I did not expect that from you.
Really?
Two
Well,
alignment. That
Like,
is a
I
solid
thought
pick.
you were gonna go like some Seattle. You know, I didn't expect that.
I will say third place would probably be Marshawn Lynch.
No, that's literally what I. That's
No,
my
really?
That was my choice.
Oh no!
Yeah, no, that's good.
We didn't talk about this prior.
No,
to
we
it.
we did
didn't.
not.
That's literally.
Well, speaking
my
of which, go.
Okay,
Okay.
to that
Yeah.
point.
So I had two.
Okay.
I mean, I guess kind of three, but you know what? It's
Yeah, okay.
So Marshawn Lynch would be my guy that would be like
Fair
if I had
enough,
one
yeah.
Very
invite,
fair.
it's that guy. He would get the party started. Like
He would, yeah.
be bumping
Oh, yeah.
out there on the dance floor. So I mean I'd even want him to officiate at that point. Like just
Might
throw
as
him
well.
in there,
Get
you
him
know?
ordained. Put him in the middle.
Yeah.
Right there.
You gotta do it.
Might as well.
But my runner-ups would be Patrick Mahomes and
Yeah,
Travis
there it
Kelce.
is.
There you go.
Yeah, saw that
I
one
had to do
coming.
it to him.
You had to.
True. Yeah.
Because, that video of them went viral at a wedding, I think last off-season,
Yeah,
where
one
they
of
were
the
just, like,
Chiefs
drinking
teammates,
beers
yeah.
and going like this in the background of, like, the first dance, and I was just like, I need them at my wedding.
They are good vibes.
But also, I mean, Travis and I are kind of fighting right now.
That's true. He's with.
It's
he's with
seeming
another
more
woman.
more realistic with Tay Tay.
But here's the thing.
Unfortunately, yes.
If Travis was your pick, +1 to bring T Swift.
Ooh,
Oh, no,
plus
no. Oh, my-
one.
Oh, security. I mean, she's not allowed.
Can you
In the
imagine?
venue, honey.
Ouch.
No.
Security guards escort.
What? Yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at now. Like at this point, I would actually rather have Mahomes than Kelsey. Like I'm mad.
It's a
My
hot
name
button
is
issue.
being dragged through the mud right now. Like I just won't stand for it.
It's a hot button issue. When
It
you're
is.
when you're sitting in the box next to Donna Kelsey, like
Oh yeah.
Maybe I'd rather have his mom.
oh yeah.
Bring
I
Donna.
love that. This was our whole conversation last episode, which makes
Here
me
we are, back
Kyle.
to-
Are you for it or against it?
I
Don't.
I
see.
am
I knew
not-
I wanted to ask Kyle.
So here's
this.
the thing. I am over it. At this point, I'm over it. It
Wow.
was fun. I actually think it's funnier that Donna Kelsey at an Eagles game was sitting next to Jake from State Farm. That is, I just love seeing the Twitter comments.
That was pretty good.
saying-
Yeah, that was pretty
saying,
good.
Is Jason Kelsey dating Jake from State Farm? I just love the memes of that picture. But also, too, when it's Sunday Night Football and it is the Jets and the Chiefs playing on Sunday Night national television, the only game on at the moment, and after every single Chiefs touchdown, I don't even.
It was
Go
every
straight.
first down.
First
It was
down, like it was
crazy.
crazy the amount of times they cut to the camera of her.
You know
in the
they
box.
had that camera
was
locked.
just-
That camera was not
It-
moving.
at this
so
point,
mad.
it's just too much, and like
Yep.
I can't like I watched the episode because I am you guys' #1 fan last week, but to her point, I can't stand those videos of like, oh, isn't it crazy that Taylor
Yeah.
Swift gave Travis Kelce his big break, or like people found out about Travis Kelce.
Those are blowing up
He
on
is
my feed.
Arguably
Yeah,
one
they're
of the
all
greatest
over.
tight ends to ever play in the National
Ever.
Football League. He is
Yeah.
a first ballot Hall of Famer, 2-time Super Bowl champion. He's like got so many All Pros,
Yeah.
so many Pro Bowls. This dude didn't need Taylor
He's
Swift.
been that dude.
He's
How
been-
many
yeah.
girls were trying to catch Kelsey back then?
Literally 50 girls from 50 states were trying to catch Kelsey on
I was
TLC.
definitely
or
almost
E-Entertainment.
16 years old, but I was like, how do I sign up?
Where is
Mom,
season
I
2?
will represent Hawaii, girl. Like you're, I just, like,
That's
and
true.
And the thing is, here's the thing. I
Oh,
do
here we
like
go.
Taylor.
Yeah,
No,
here we
that
go.
is, like, I wouldn't say I'm a Swiftie, but I would say I do like Taylor Swift music. I'm
Old
not
Taylor.
a huge fan.
Sure.
No, I liked her. Like, I like Taylor Swift. I do listen to her stuff. And if I could get an Eras, like concert ticket, I would totally.
Right.
I just, it's a lot of money and all that. But like, I
insane.
do like Taylor Swift. It's all of this that's clouding it for me. Like,
Right.
I've never been a Taylor Swift hater ever until now. And it's purely because this is just getting out of control.
I totally agree.
I don't, I tweeted at the NFL today.
Oh, no.
You tweeted? Oh, no. What did you say?
I think I deleted it. I don't know. I don't even remember, but I tweeted at them at like 5 a.m. this morning, literally. And I was like, oh, is Taylor going to be in Minnesota or not? And they haven't responded. I don't know why. Like, I'm still waiting.
But, I mean, she's got, 2 more games before she goes onto her world tour?
And why would she go to the Vikings game? I mean, okay, like the first game I get it, that was for the publicity.
Right.
Second, I get it because that was New York.
Yeah, New York.
She's there.
Yep.
Minnesota to watch Kirk Cousins and the Vikings?
Honestly, give me cutaways of Julie Cousins in the box. Like, her and the,
that's
like,
the thing. Julie Cousins isn't even in the box. Like, homegirl is out there with the people.
She's with the people.
She's a woman of the people.
I'm honestly just waiting for the song that comes out of this. I don't think it's going to work.
Yeah,
when they break up, I'm thinking it's going to be a nice football song.
I think it'll be, she's going to rip him to shreds.
Oh, yeah. I
100%.
feel like the name of the song or like some kind of lyric has to do with catching Kelsey. Like some kind of diss.
Like she tried to catch Kelsey,
but
he wasn't hers to be caught.
Yeah, exactly. Bars.
I'm just saying.
Bars. But yes, we are. Oh, don't bring it back up.
So happy I found that.
And like, okay, also the shots of her walking into the stadium, like nobody asked for that.
Literally nobody asked.
With Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, like nobody asked. We didn't see a single shot of a player walking in.
Right.
What was Mahomes wearing? What was Justin Fields wearing?
It's
the New York game was Kupono Wilson.
Oh yeah,
Sure.
Zach Kupono Wilson, the 2020 Polynesian College Football Player of the Year.
But yet we got every shot of Blake Lively and Taylor Swift.
And
Ryan
like,
Reynolds.
I'm so happy I found that. For those of you like looking at me on screen and looking to my right, that's what I was doing. I was on our computer that whole time pulling this up.
Donna is not. She's over it.
I don't
feel
know.
like she's
I
over
think
it.
she's over. So this morning she had an interview with.
I saw that,
Yeah, you did see that, right? Was it the Today Show or
it was one of the morning,
like CBS mornings, one of those
CBS
shows.
Mornings, yeah.
And she basically was just like, I let my boys do whatever they want. Like, I'm not here for the drama. I'm not giving them advice. Like, they can date who they want to date. And so it didn't sound like she was full blown like, yes, I love her. They're going to get married.
Yeah. There's this quote that I saw pop up on Twitter, and the interviews, the anchors are just like, what was she like? What was it like up there? What'd you guys talk about? And she just goes, it was okay.
Yeah.
Like, go off Donna Kelsey.
She don't want you part of the family, girl.
She only acknowledges Kylie Kelsey, and we know that.
And also, like, sorry to keep dragging this on, but like I have been getting videos of Travis and Kayla, his ex.
Yeah, his ex.
I need her to come back. Like, I hate to be that girl that's always like, bring the ex back, because always you never bring the ex back.
You
Girl.
never.
Like that's you are done. But I want Kayla to come back. I really like them together.
Yeah.
And like I'm seeing all these videos of like their family when she would hang out with Kylie and Brittany and Donna and like at Christmas. Like I thought they were so cute together.
Yeah, they were a good couple. They were together.
Can Taylor do the same thing?
No. You can't have when you're such a megastar, I think you're so like disconnected from like reality at this point that like you can't just have a normal relationship. I'm sorry to say it, but
they're
it's
not
true.
normal, and that's
No. Can we not?
No.
Davis.
I mean, I do really want one.
Travis
if anyone out there wants to
Swift.
send me one,
Oh, Kyle did it.
Just
Yeah,
DM me.
Kyle, look at this. Yeah.
Travis.
Isn't this the
Swift.
best?
but actually, Sarah, I do really want one.
They look
You gotta
tasty.
fight for
I'm
your
not
right
gonna
to
lie.
party.
What?
No,
Wait.
it does look delish.
So I'm sorry. I'm not that.
Here we go.
I like Taylor Swift music, like her
It's like
old
her
stuff.
redoing this
What
whole-
does the 13 mean? 8713? I don't get that. Is that like her number?
I don't know.
That
You
I think
know-
that is her number. What was it?
I
Wasn't
thought
that like
it should
an
have been
album?
like 22.
Yeah. Whatever. I mean,
We're clearly not Taylor Swift
No.
fans.
I mean, I
Not
like
the
her, but yeah, I
biggest.
don't know what 13
Yeah.
is.
you know. But
But Kayla,
Wow.
come back, girl.
I know. well, I think to kind of
From weddings to Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce.
From a couple that won't get married to a couple that is.
There we go. Thank you.
The best.
What a
couple
crazy,
out there.
crazy transition.
I know.
See, this is I thought we were gonna end it earlier, and this is what happens when you guys rile me up.
Yeah.
Like now I'm mad.
Yeah.
Get her going.
I'm just as mad as last week, so
I mean,
I'm gonna need a minute.
some things never change, and we love it for
Absolutely.
but for you guys, we love you guys,
Yes.
and we
Thank
are
you
so
too
happy
very
for you
much.
guys. We wish you nothing but
Can't
the
wait
best.
to see all the pictures.
I know
Lots
the
of
pictures are going to be
pictures coming
so
out.
much.
Yes,
Yep.
I
fun.
can't wait. Well, so Kyle and I will hold it down next week and the week after.
know.
Yep.
But after that, we want a full recap.
Full recap.
All right, I'll
Yes.
have all the highlights,
Yes,
guys.
Yes.
I'll have all the
pictures,
highlights.
everything.
Give us the
game
stats.
game
Break it
highlights. I'll
down.
have the stats.
Yes.
How everything goes down
Stats
in
for
a couple weeks.
when Electric Slide / Cupid Shuffle gets. Give me the time
Ooh,
code of
you-
when in the
Time
reception that was played, because if
You,
that was too late or
Well,
too
we're
early.
gonna have all the footage. We have a drone too.
What?
We're going all out, dude.
Ooh, I can't
Ooh,
wait.
This
it's
is about to be
giving
crazy. Game
destination
highlights,
wedding.
game highlights
Crazy.
in a couple
Yes.
weeks, everyone. But
Yes.
thank you two very, very much. You guys are the best.
Aw,
Love you, Davis.
we love you.
And Mel, love you too.
Yes.
But again, thank you, and we love you for watching or listening to this edition of HNN Overtime. To catch this one or any of the previous episodes, you can head to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get the rest of our HNN podcasts, or you can watch the video version on YouTube. Thanks so much again for listening or watching. Aloha.